Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Tourism, Suresh Gopi, reviews key developmental sectors in Bishnupur district. Chief Secretary Punit Kumar Goyel visits Kangpi district, interacts with IDPs at relief camps. Water being supplied adequately in Imphal areas with Chinkai water reservoir becoming operational, says PhD Chief Engineer Sangraifao Vasumo. Hello and welcome to Mayami English News. I'm Surbala Kangabam. Let's see the news in detail. Union Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Tourism, Suresh Gopi, visited Bishnupur district today to review key government initiatives and development projects. The minister chaired a high-level review meeting at the Mini Secretariat complex, attended by Deputy Commissioner Bishnupur Pooja Ilangbam, SP Bishnupur, ADM, SDOs, BDOs and senior officials from various line departments. DC Pooja Ilangbam gave a detailed presentation on the tourism potential of the districts, showcasing key attractions like Loktak Lake, Sangai Ethnic Park, the INA Memorial and the proposed digital island at Karang. MOS Suresh Gopi stressed the need to transform Loktak Lake into a world-class tourism hub, calling it the pride of the state. The minister urged innovative strategies aligned with the Prime Minister's vision for a transformed Northeast. In health, he called for focused efforts on infant mortality, malaria and sickle cell anemia. On education, he highlighted the need for special training programs for teachers and better infrastructure to improve enrollment in government schools. In agriculture, the minister advocated increased millet production and a more responsive fertilizer distribution system. He also reviewed the district open defecation-free status, emphasizing health, food and education as foundations of progress. Post-meeting, the minister visited the district hospital Bishnupur, inspecting facilities and interacting with patients and staffs. Wrapping up his visit, Suresh Gopi paid floral tributes at the Indian Peace Memorial, Maibam Lokpaching, and toured the Imphal Peace Museum, honoring the bravery and history of the region. The minister assured full support for the district's development, underscoring the government's commitment to progress in the Northeast. The newly appointed Chief Secretary of Manipur, Punit Kumar Goyel, along with Principal Secretary Agriculture Arun Kumar Sinha, visited Ngamun Prefabricated Relief Camp at Champhai Subdivisions and Mandob Relief Camp at Kangpi Subdivisions today. During an interaction with the relief camp inmates at both the camp, the Chief Secretary emphasized that the main focus of the government is to resettle internally displaced persons at their own homes in a peaceful and secure manner. He assured that the state police and paramilitary forces are working tirelessly to ensure that all IDPs are able to return to their original homes without any unfortunate incidents occurring. The Chief Secretary also encouraged the camp inmates to reach out to him with any requests or grievances about improving facilities at the camp. He also handed out stationery kits and sport items to IDP students at both the camp. The IDPs also expressed grave concerns about their current state. One of their main worries is the lack of exam centers, which has hindered their access to education and potential for a better future. Later in the afternoon, Punit Kumar Goyel chaired a district-level department meeting to discuss the progress of the DA, JGUA and PM Janman schemes with the concerned departments. He also appreciated the district administration for successfully resettling some of the IDPs to their original home location. The Chief Secretary also took the time to meet with the civil societies functioning within Kangpi district. Chief Engineer of PhD Sangraifao Vasumo informed that with the Chinkai water reservoir, which has 45 million liters per day capacity, commencing its operation, water supply in Imphal areas have been improved significantly. He was speaking to ISTV News on the developmental works taken up by PhD Manipur. He highlighted that the water reservoir was constructed at Chinkai in Imphal East District at the cost of 188 crore and 64 lakh rupees, and it began begin its operation from February 2023. He said with the treatment plant starting its function, water scarcity in most part of the Imphal have been addressed. When the Singda water treatment plant halted its operation owing to the Manipur conflict in 2023, Chinkai water reservoir came to the rescue by supplying water to Imphal areas covered by Singda water treatment plant. Throughout the year, Chinkai reservoir faces no shortage of water since water is supplied to the reservoir from Taubal Dam, he said. The PHED chief engineer continued that Chinkai water treatment project currently supplies water to reservoirs of Kurai, Porompat, Kumalampak, Sangakpham, Thangmaiban, North AOC, Old Assembly, Kaishampat, Nipra Menjor, Sagolband, Irompukri, Haubamarak, Chingthamlekai, Kwakaithil, Sangapiro and Gari. He then urged the citizens to approach the department if they have any issues regarding quality and quantity of the water supply in their area, and also asked the customers to clear their bills on time.
Chinkai City, Koina Ising Atai Jagada, Turenda, Adum Kangraso, Sigidi. So far, Koi Hogi was it Koi to the maximum Tagale, Koi Adum throw to Bungam. Koi meter pan was a saturation tower, bra, and Koi random check to Chaleva. Missing Jagagradi, I'm responsible. Jagagradi, Kumning bra, Kumning the bra, Sing the Pangra, Hagini, Pangi Hagini. Message Lakbra, Sadu the Kangdi. I quay public response, Adum uniform the Oito. Consumptions in the Yamadi, smart meter, family, household ki pan basidagi, Natava, Atopa, bulk meter, and bulk paraga, payment of Yana, Adugi arrangements with Torokaneva. A sigi process, Kano ordinary.
Civil society organizations of Kuki have imposed an indefinite economic blockade along the Asian Highway, National Highway 2 from 7 a.m. today in protest against the continued travel restrictions imposed on Kuki Zoo commuters between Kangpi and Churachandpur. The blockade was prominently enforced at Kangpi district headquarters. Vehicular movement, particularly of goods carriers and supply trucks, was brought to a standstill with visible signs of the blockade affecting movement of essential commodities. As the blockade took effect, local volunteers in Kangpi took charge of monitoring the highway, turning back transport vehicles carrying goods and fuel. Only emergency services and medical transport were reportedly being allowed through. Meanwhile, the Foothill Naga Coordination Committee or FNCC has officially called off its blockade and agitation following successful talks with the government today. The high-level meeting held at 4 p.m. in Imphal saw detailed discussions between FNCC representatives and top officials of the government. The talks focused on key concerns raised by the Naga community in the Foothill areas. On the issue of unauthorized road construction, the state government clarified that no such roads had been approved or sanctioned. Officials assured that any illegal constructions or naming will be verified on the ground and strict legal action will follow if violations are found. Addressing concerns about the suspension of operation agreement and designated camps, the government said the interest and apprehensions of Nagas living in the foothills were to be seriously considered in consultation with the center. Further, both sides acknowledged the gravity of illegal poppy cultivation. The state reaffirmed its zero-tolerance policy and ongoing efforts under War on Drugs 1.0 and 2.0. The government also promised further surveys and joint destruction drives involving state police and central agencies like the NCB. With these assurances in place, the FNCC has agreed to withdraw its blockade and agitation with immediate effect. The family, along with JSC, has collected the lifeless body of late Mayami Samita Dvi from the morgue at Jenims for performing the last rites. She died after childbirth at Taubal District Hospital on July 28, as the JSC and family alleged the attending doctor's negligence. KH Meratombi, the chairman of the JSC, stated that there has been no understanding reached with the government and the agitation will continue until justice is delivered. She said that the JAC has submitted a complaint to the police department and the relevant authorities have been approached. They also apprised the Deputy Commissioner for necessary actions to be taken against the responsible department after a thorough investigation. The JAC, the victim's family and the local public, after deliberating, claimed the body to perform the last rites of the deceased. She said that although they have claimed the body, they will not remain silent and urged the authority concerned for immediate release of the post-mortem report. She called on the medical department to take action against the doctor involved if found guilty, but added that the issue must not be ignored or delayed.
Koina laugraba matungdasu makhatana akhoi akanba khongjang changjalaga akhoi achumba wayendo akhoi porangnaba honajagani loina na akhoi government gi side tasu akhoi ngasi media gi mateng lauraga akhoi na haijari athuba matamda government na postmortem gi report ase puthoraktuna achumba wayel lado phangnanaba honabiu lairiba medical department na su senariba doctor amadi staff sing ase akanba akhoi gi action lokhatana makhoi gi phangpham topa akhoi gi jesina tanjagiba demand sing ado phangnabasu honagani aduga pidabasu yaroi.
The Federation of All Tribal Youth Club Manipur has appealed to the government to appoint a tribal IAS for the position of Principal Chief Conservator of Forest, which is appointed by Tribal Affairs and Hills Department. During a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club today, several office bearers of Federation of All Tribal Youth Club Manipur were also present. Spokesperson of the Federation, Chipemla, stated that although a memorandum was submitted to the governor on July 22, demanding the appointment of a qualified tribal individual who understands tribal cultures and issues as the principal chief conservator of forest, the government has continued to ignore their appeal. She asserted that the federation wants the post to be held by an officer who understands tribal issues and meaningfully engages with the community. She urged that a tribal IAS officer who is well versed in tribal knowledge and culture be appointed to the role instead.
Therefore, we urge the Honorable Governor to take immediate action and appoint a tribal IAS officer as the head of the Tribal Affairs and Hills Government of Manipur. We request prompt and sympathetic consideration of our demand in the interest of the tribal people of our state.
Sub-Divisional Officer Kairao Bitra Laisham Roshan distributed looms and bicycles to internally displaced persons residing at the Urup OBC Girls Hostel Relief Camp, Imphal East today. The distribution was carried out under the guidance of the Deputy Commissioner, Imphal East, as part of the Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. Speaking on the occasion, SDO Laisham Roshan stated that the looms were provided to encourage the IDPs and supported them in improving their livelihoods, while bicycles were given as mobility assistance to students living in relief camps. He also urged all beneficiaries not to misuse or sell the looms and bicycles.
ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯆꯠꯀꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯁꯥꯏꯀꯜꯁꯦ ꯃꯦꯗꯥꯝ ꯍꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯎꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯔ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯃꯦꯗꯥꯝ ꯍꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯏꯀꯜ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ.
Head of Department of English at GPU Women's College, Associate Professor Dr. Sobhana Laishram, stated that one can become a good leader only when they are capable of maintaining discipline while effectively balancing personal and professional relationships. She made this remark during a workshop on developing leadership skills and discipline, jointly organized by the Department of English and the NCC unit of GPU Women's College, DMU, held today at the Central Hall of GPU Women's College. The program was graced by GPU Women's College Principal Professor L. Rajan, Commanding Officer of the 65 Girls Battalion NCC Imphal Colonel Patma Kumar, and Associate Professor Dr. Sobhana Laishram as the main dignitaries. Dr. Sobhana Laishram further emphasized that communication, emotional intelligence and decision-making components featured in the soft skills syllabus of NEP 2020 are essential traits that students must develop. She stated that students must become aware of these qualities and learn to nurture them, as doing so will enable them to become reliable individuals capable of handling challenges effectively. She also added that developing the skills will help students maintain a healthy balance between personal and professional relationships. This in turn fosters the kind of discipline necessary for becoming responsible and capable leaders in the future, she added.
leadership skills and discipline haibane theme se NEP 2020 gi matung ina sigi topic se soft skills da syllabus ta yaurabane aduna angang sing sida soft skills ki program se hangan ba in order to enhance qualities of their personal and professional relationships, adaptability, emotional intelligence, then communication siguma ma'am se these are all part of the leadership skills aduna angang sing da dc yamna darkar oiraba topic amane aduna akoina si da angang sing da kitang kana ba phangadra haina sinjabane.
A one-day seminar on career guidance for diploma engineering students in PSU, PSE was held at a seminar hall of the IEI Manipur State Center located within the Government Polytechnic Campus, Foothill. The event was jointly organized by the Institution of Engineers India, Manipur State Center and the Government Polytechnic College, Foothill. The program was attended by Principal of Government Polytechnic College, Likmabam Samungo, Senior General Manager Retired, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, Mayami Samita, Chairman of IEI Manipur State Center, L. Swamikanta, Honorary Secretary of IEI Manipur State Center, Dr. T.H. Subhash Chandra, and Senior Lecturer, Mechanical Engineering and in charge of Academic Affairs at Government Polytechnic College, Rameshwar Maitei, as the main guest. Many notable individuals also participated in the event. Principal Likmabam Samungo stated that students who have completed their diploma from the college are now working in various government engineering departments such as PHED, PWD and the Power Department. He also mentioned that there is ample opportunity for this diploma holders to get jobs in public sector undertakings and public sector enterprises. Many students from the college have secured employment not only across India but also within Manipur. To guide diploma holders further, Senior General Manager of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, Mayami Samita Sharma, Rajkumar Mohan, Divisional Retail Sales Head cum State Level Coordinator of IOCL, Imphal Division and Chartered Civil Engineer M. Pralat spoke as resource persons and provided valuable insights during the seminar.
diploma pass out branch mayam jina outside ki have the public sector undertaking public sector enterprises more than 389 leibasida thabak si thanabagi awareness leitabase koina lehallaga not only Manipur mapan da ju thabak mayam ama tawdraga de khoi sidadi thabak pibagi thabak phangbagi handharabani na chhatra pass out sing sida pass tawra matungda hangjariba branch mari asigi chhatra singje public sector undertaking sida thabak changan nabi pandam da one day seminar ase III Imphal Center siga pullaga sinjabani.
Department of History, GP Women's College and Dhanamanduri University observed Quit India movement at the Library Hall of GP Women's College. Dean, DMU School of Science, Professor K. Indramani, Principal of DM College of Arts, Professor S. Lanchenba, and Principal of GP Women's College, Professor L. Rajan, graced the occasion as the main guest. Spokesperson Dr. N. Malim Sana informed that the event was held to commemorate Quit India movement, which was launched by Mahatma Gandhi, calling to unite people from various backgrounds and ultimately contributing to the end of British colonial rule. He remembered that Mahatma Gandhi launched the Quit India movement in direct response to the failure of the Cripps mission and the growing discontent with British rule during World War II.
ihan han bo oina British na Bharat ase thadu ga satkibana makoi punamaki aphaba oirani haibagi wakhalon pungning da phaurak pase Quit India movement si de khoina uba phang hariba miyam ge horakhiba adugumba khongjang sidagi mathang tarakpada Indian National Army semakdana Subhash Chandra Bose ki khongjang asiga sapu ani si phujinarak pasina maram kanda Quit India movement si matam kharagi namda gi ba taraga su Bharat ase thadu ga satkinabagi achouba khongthang ama oiraknabagi matamdugi ningkha tambagi hauda yawkiba adugumba thaudo wathok amani
Modern College observed its 62nd Foundation Day on August 8 with a series of commemorative events held on the college campus. The celebration began with the hoisting of the college flag by the principal in the presence of faculty members, non-teaching staffs and students. As a mark of respect to the departed souls of the institution's founding members, a 1-minute silence was observed, followed by a floral tribute in recognition of their significant contributions to the development of the college. In addition to the main ceremony, a written Tiranga quiz and Tiranga Rangoli competition were conducted at the Central Library as part of Phase 1 observance of the Har Ghar Tiranga initiative under the directive of the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. In connection with Har Ghar Tiranga campaign Phase 1 under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav of Thoubal District Administration carried out Tiranga Rangoli and Rakhi competitions at Thoubal Mela Ground Community Hall. Students, self-help groups and denizens of Thoubal District took part in the competitions. Speaking on the occasion, Deputy Commissioner of Thoubal, Henaka May, shared that in connection with the upcoming celebration of 79th Independence Day, students, self-help groups and general public joined hands to portray the spirit of unity in diversity and love for patriotism by participating in the competitions. ADM Thoubal Aribam Amarjit Sharma, along with staffs of Thoubal District Administration, attended the event. It has been stated that the results of the competition will be announced on 11th August 2025.
The main idea behind is to unleash their creativity and also to create awareness about the Tiranga, national flag of India, which remind us about the unity in diversity and also to reassure ourselves about the responsibility to value our freedom, our dignity and patriotism and secularism.
Under the supervision of National Skill Development Corporation and Skill India, Manipur Institute of Open Schooling launched a vocational skill development training at the community hall situated near Kakwa Pukri Achauba. Director of MIOS, Salam Nabachandra, social activist Dhana Birlaishram, Deputy Director of Education S. Nepra Tikendrajit, IDM of Imphal East and Thoubal Branch SBI Maitram Uttam too graced the opening of the training program as dignitaries. It was stated that the training program will focus on imparting skills on use of hand dryer, mushroom cultivation, bamboo plantation and vermicompost. The United Naga Council has called for an emergency presidential council meeting on August 11. In an emergency meeting notice issued by General Secretary of the UNC, Varayo Satsang, it stated that the meeting will be based on the ultimatum served to the Government of India by the Naga CSOs over the issue of scrapping the free movement regime and border fencing will expire on August 11, coupled with other pressing issues. The emergency presidential council meeting slated for August 11 is stated to be crucial one, which will discuss the course of action if the Government of India fails to address their demands. All tribe Ho-Ho presidents were requested to attend the meeting. The venue for the said meeting will be at UNC Secretariat Office, Old Monday Market, Tahamzam, starting from 11 a.m. onwards. In a resolute move to raise awareness and strengthen the fight against cancer, the District NCD cell of Kangpi District Hospital observed World Cancer Day 2025 at the conference hall of the hospital today under the global theme United by Unique. The observance saw the participation of health officials, medical staffs, community leaders and concerned citizens, all united in their commitment to combat one of the leading causes of death worldwide. The event was organized under the aegis of the National Health Mission and aimed to reinforce the importance of early detection, prevention and equitable access to treatment. A special session was delivered by Dr. Hassan Unais, TP, pediatrician from RIMS, Imphal, who served as a resource person. He shared valuable insights on pediatric oncology and the emerging challenges in cancer prevention among younger populations. And before we wind up the top stories once again. Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Tourism, Suresh Gopi, reviews key developmental sectors in Bishnupur district. Chief Secretary Punit Kumar Goyel visit Kangpi district, interacts with IDPs at relief camps. Water being supplied adequately in Imphal areas with Chinkai water reservoir becoming operational, says PhD Chief Engineer Sangraifao Vasumo. Well, thank you so much for joining with us and good night.